So Chris, we talked about independent contractors, and I'll roll through these, but I want you to kind of, at the end here, I want you to think about some of the nuances that we kind of teased a few slides ago. But self-employed resource, these folks share risk with the worker, meaning that they have an opportunity for profit or loss, and this gets missed a lot as an opportunity to distinguish an IC as an IC. They potentially have worked for other clients or are working for other clients. Their resource independently markets their skills and abilities. The resource manages statutory taxes and insurance requirements, and then they are established business entity. Chris, when we look at these numbers on the right, and we kind of talked about it, what are we seeing in the marketplace as it relates to ICs? We know that there's a concern about risk, and I think that's changing because of maybe the approach that's happened because of people trying to eliminate that risk component of this.
Yeah, I think there's also this huge emergence of online human cloud platforms that are helping to really make these types of resources accessible as well. Again, as that starts to really bubble and starts to emerge, and again, we're seeing growth in this population. It's been slow, but I think we are going to see this really balloon as we start to really get comfortable with the remote workforce. That might be a little bit risky for some organizations to grow too fast, because we want to be careful that we are really looking at when independent contractors are most appropriate for your organization. I like to think that these resources aren't full-time resources for your organization. They have multiple clients that they're working with. Their engagements are short-term. They have an end date in sight, much more defined work typically than what you'd see in a staff aug type relationship. So I want to be careful here that we don't default a lot of resources into this independent contractor category unless the work is appropriate and unless the resources are appropriate. And so Frank, maybe that's a good place to explore the next slide.